Hey guys, welcome to another Minecraft Redstone video, and we are in Minecraft 1.20 making double piston extenders. Now if you're like me and you like to move blocks around, these are essential, and I'm going to show you how to move blocks in every direction. We're going to go up, we're going to go sideways, and we're going to go down. So let's have a look at these. So they're quite quick and they all work amazingly well and really simply. Now I quite like this one actually. Gotta say, I think that's my favourite. But the going downwards one is one that you don't see very often, and it works really well. So let's get to building them. For these, you're going to need only a few things. You're going to need some sticky pistons, you're going to need some observers, a few repeaters, a lever or two, and a button, and obviously some redstone. I'm using pink wool as always, but you don't need to if you don't want to. And we're going to start with the one that's going upwards. Now this is one of my favourite designs, and it's real simple to do. So if you start by putting your two pistons on top of each other, sticky pistons of course, and then you're going to put a repeater going into the bottom one on 4 ticks. That's real easy and real straightforward. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put an observer so it's facing this way, so you've got the arrow facing into the sticky pistons on this side, and then we're going to put a observer looking at the repeater, so pointing upwards on this side. Now we're going to put a block on top of that. It doesn't matter what block. Obviously I've got pink wool here. You can use whatever block you want. And then for the input, I'm actually going to use a redstone line like this with a lever at the end of it. You don't need to. You could do this in another way if you want to do with a button, but I quite like levers. So what block should we move around? Let's move around a stripped oak. Right, we'll move around a stripped oak block. So this one is real simple, and that's it. So you've got 2 observers, a repeater, 2 pistons, block of your choice, and whatever you want to move around. That's it, done. Key thing here, 4 ticks on the repeater. That lovely lever input means you can move that block with ease. Right, on to the next one, sideways. Sideways is probably just about as useful as going upwards. So what we're going to do with this one is first put our pistons down like this and our block that we want to move around. Now the reason for that is that you want to get those in place first. They just need to be yeah, you just need them first, okay? Take my word for it. Right, and then we're going to put an observer. So you're going to have to come down here, crouch a bit, and then you're putting it so it's facing down into this piston here. Little arrow pointing downwards. Easy as that. Now this one's real simple, so we're going to put redstone on each of these, and then we're going to put a repeater in the middle. That will activate your thing, but if you do that it will make it go back again, and that is it. So you've got your repeater on 2 ticks, redstone on either one of these, and that's it, done. It's real easy. I think this is going to be one of my shortest videos ever. I love double pistons. They're so satisfying to watch. Right, this last one is floating. Yeah, I mean, I could have put this on the floor, but I really wanted it in the air. I don't really know why. Right, let's do this. So what we're going to do is get our block in the middle to start with, and then we are going to put our double piston extender next to it with our block of choice on the bottom. Now the next bit we're going to do is put a regular piston, so not a sticky piston. I suppose you could use a sticky piston, but it might get stuck to stuff on the back end of that. And then what we're going to do is come up here and place our observer facing into that piston again. It's always real key. So your observer's pointing into your sticky piston because you're trying to make that one fire. So you're going to need to have that one active like this into that one. Right, and then we're going to go back to the top, and this one is even easier on top here because we're going to put redstone on these 2 blocks here, and then what we're going to do is put a button on the side here. Now this one is a button activation unlike the others, but it's real satisfying to watch, and you're moving those around nicely, and I just can't decide which one's my favorite. think it's this one. Right. That's it. That's 3 double piston extenders, and that's got to have been less than 5 minutes. I think that's probably the quickest video I've ever made on how to make double piston extenders. And you can move blocks in all directions now. There are other methods of moving blocks around using double piston extenders, so there are other designs of double piston extender. I've got other videos to show you how to do them. These won't work on Bedrock Edition. I'm really sorry, they don't. And if you want double piston extenders on Bedrock Edition, I don't have a downward facing one, but I do have a sideways one and I do have an upwards one, and you can find a link to those in the description of this video so you don't waste your time. And I do have the tutorials for those, so you can still make them, but they're a bit different because Bedrock Redstone is slightly different. But yeah, that's it. That's the end of the video. I've shown you 3 double piston extenders, and if you use these in your own creations, or if you just enjoyed watching, or you think you'd like these in general, please hit that thumbs up button so that I know you've seen it, and hit subscribe so you get more redstone tutorials where we look at lovely double piston, triple piston, big redstone doors and all sorts, and I don't know what else I want to build, but you know, other redstone stuff. So please consider subscribing. You can always change your mind later. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!